Hello everybody, welcome back to Reading for Vocabulary. I'm Brian Stuart. We're continuing our subject of space, but in this lesson, lesson 8, we're talking about an eclipse. An eclipse. So, in this lesson, we will focus on, let's talk about eclipses, and what people thought about them. What did people think about eclipses a long time ago? But first, we have to think about what is an eclipse. We should know that. That's a little bit of a difficult word, isn't it? Eclipse. 조금 힘들어, right? It's a little bit of a difficult word. Well, an eclipse is shown in these pictures here. What is this? This is a picture of the sun. So this is the sun in the sky. Don't look at the sun, right? Never look at the sun. But this is what it looks like, right? If you take a picture of it. Now, during an eclipse, something is happening to the sun. What's happening? Is something eating the sun? No, that's what people thought a long time ago because it looks like something's eating it. But what's really happening is that this circle here, this is the moon. The moon, right? So, think about this. The sun is really far away. The moon is a lot closer. If you're on Earth, you're sitting at home. Of course, you're on Earth, right? But think this is the sun. It's really far away. This is the moon. And the moon sometimes will come like this, and it will cover the sun. Of course, the moon is very small. The sun is very big. But because the moon is much closer to you, it seems a lot bigger than the sun. And in fact, it's very interesting. It's kind of a coincidence that on Earth, if the moon moves directly between you on Earth and the sun, it's about the same size. That's really amazing to look at. So what we have here is the moon is slowly covering the sun. But don't worry, after this it will go away. The sun will come back, right? So don't worry. But this is what we call an eclipse. Now this here, the moon is perfectly covering the sun. That's called a full eclipse, a full eclipse. But you have to be in the right spot on Earth to see a full eclipse. If you're, 100 or 1,000 miles in another direction, maybe the moon doesn't fully cover the sun. Maybe it only covers here and it just moves along and the top part of the sun is not covered. That would be a partial eclipse. So the moon only covers part of the sun as it passes between you and the sun. That would be a partial eclipse or a full eclipse. When we do the reading, we're going to be thinking about the full eclipse. And if you ever have a chance to see a full eclipse, that's great. Your teacher will tell you about it. But remember, don't ever look at the sun, even during a full eclipse. You should wear special glasses or look at the shadow of the sun on a piece of paper through a special device. Or you could use a camera. But don't ever look at the sun during an eclipse. Okay, well, let's take a look at some of the words we need to know to understand the reading passage about eclipses and what people thought about eclipses. The first word here, well, we have a picture. What's going on here? We have some eggs. Where'd that egg go? Who took my egg? I'm hungry. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. There's an egg that's missing. It went from sight. We can't see it anymore. What happened? It disappeared. So if something is there one moment and then you look again and it's not there, it disappeared. It disappeared. Disappear. Now be careful when you say this. Disappear. So disappear. 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 You can say that something disappears. Don't say was disappeared. That's Konglish. Don't say that. Many students will say that. Say, my watch disappeared. My wallet, I hope not, but my wallet disappeared, right? I had it on my desk, then it's gone. It disappeared. Not it was disappeared, just it disappeared. So, it disappeared. That's how you say that. It disappeared. The egg disappeared. My glasses disappeared. Okay? So that's the correct way to use disappear. Okay, next one. 2. Oh my God. Oh, sorry, I was suddenly scared. Right, what is that? That's very scary. I'm afraid. Okay, a devil or bad spirit. Another word for a devil or a bad spirit, we call it a demon. Demon. 2 words. Demon. Demon. But don't worry, demons aren't real, okay? They're just imagination. We think of demons, right? This is a very scary looking demon, right? Looks like somebody is dressed up for Halloween, right? So demons are from like folk tales or imaginary tales that people tell. Demon. Don't be scared. They're not real. Whew. Okay. 3. Oh, so romantic, right? Here's a man, he's proposing to his girlfriend. He's proposing with, what is this? This is an engagement ring. Engagement ring. That's kind of a long word for you. Sorry, ring. Engagement ring. When a man wants a woman to marry him, he will give her a ring and he will say, will you marry me? And their love will go on with no end. And it's forever. We hope, okay? That's the ideal situation. We hope that it goes on forever. Sometimes it doesn't, but that's another story. Okay, so, but anyway, it's an interesting picture to illustrate forever. Hopefully their love will be forever. Until they die, they will be married. They will love each other, I hope, for the rest of their lives. For them, forever. Of course, when you talk about forever, people, we don't live forever. We die very quickly. But if we talk about things like things that go on forever, for a very long time, there's no change, right? They go on for millions and millions and millions of years, right? We can say that's forever. Okay. Number 4. Now what's going on here? To make the meaning clear. So this person is explaining something to this man over here, explaining or telling him exactly what this paper is about, right? To make the meaning of something clear, you explain. Please explain this form to me. Please explain this letter to me. Explain. Explain. So be careful. P-L. Pull. P, P, and L. O. Explain. Explain. It's 2 sounds. Explain. Explain. Okay? Now be careful. Do not use about with explain. Don't do that. Don't ever do this, please. Explain about. Please explain about the form. No. Please explain the form. Please explain the problem. Please explain to me how to do something. But don't say explain to me about the problem. No. Don't use about with explain. You don't need to. Okay? And it's most times it's incorrect. Okay. So number 5. Get in the way or stop. This person's playing soccer. They are what we call the goalie, right? The goalie or goalkeeper. You can also call him the goalkeeper. He wants to stop the ball. So what is he doing? He is blocking. To block. Block, right? Stop it, right? Stop the ball or catch the ball. So the ball doesn't go into the goal, right? To get in the way or stop. To block. Now, be careful because when you're walking on the street, you can block other people, right? You get in the way. So always, looking around, making sure you don't block other people, especially when you're going through a door or you're going onto the subway or, you know, people are coming in and out like in an elevator, right? So we have to be careful we don't block people from moving in and out of buses, subways, and elevators. So block isn't just for sports, it's also every day when we're walking around, okay? Okay, number 6, sorry. Bad or harmful. Whew, again, another scary picture, right? We have a witch and we have a bat, but there's no Batman, I'm sorry. What is this? We say it's evil. Bad or harmful, something that is bad, something that is harmful to many people. We can say, one word we can use is evil. Evil. It's two sounds, evil, v. You make the vibration, v. Evil, evil, evil. Okay? That's how you pronounce it. Maybe a little difficult to pronounce. Evil. Number 7. Oh, look at this. What are these people doing? They are recycling. They are putting together all of the plastic, right? What are they doing? They are gathering all the plastic together. To come together. When you put all the plastic together, you're gathering all the plastic. When you put all the cardboard or paper together, you're gathering it all together. So to come together means to gather. Also, people get together. We can say they are gathering. So it's not just things that gather. People also gather with their bodies, right? Their bodies get together. They are gathering. Maybe it's a concert, a meeting, some type of event. People will gather together. Number 8. She's a musician. Right? A musical instrument played by hitting it. So what is this musical instrument? What do we call it? We call it a drum. That's very easy. It's a drum. Now, we saw this before, and I've just explained it. We used this word at the beginning of the lesson. Do you remember? When the moon is in the sky, lights up the sky. Okay, no, sorry, that's an Italian song. Okay, I'm sorry. When the moon is between the sun and the earth. So when the moon is between the earth and the sun, the moon comes between and it blocks the sun. That's a word we used before, blocks the sun. Of course, we call that an eclipse. An eclipse is when the moon is between the sun and the earth. Okay. 10. Scared. Somebody who's scared. Another word for scared very easily is afraid. Scared, afraid. I am afraid. I am scared. Same thing. Before, when we saw the picture of the demon, whoo, right there, I was scared. I was afraid. But just for a second. Don't worry, demons aren't real. Okay. 11. When I saw this picture, I'm like, what is that father doing? That's really, really foolish. Now, the word is silly. I could also say, you know, that's really stupid. My gosh, this father, what is he doing? It's terrible. It's foolish, it's silly, it's really stupid. I mean, this boy or girl, I don't know which, it's very possible she or he will get hurt, right? So it's very foolish, very dumb thing to do. Another word is dumb. I think in, dumb. I think in Korean, that's B, not P. Dumb. I hope I'm not dumb. But in Korean, you say pabo, right? Pabo. Okay. Foolish, silly, stupid, or dumb. Okay. Oh my gosh. Whoa, he scared me for a minute. Okay. What's he doing? He looks like he is what? He wants something to eat. He is hungry. Although he kind of looks more angry than he looks hungry, right? But he's really, really hungry. He's very fierce about his hunger. Okay? So he wants something to eat. He is hungry. Okay. What's going on here? What we're looking at is to hit the hands together to make a noise. So we're looking at this action right here. Not this action, not anything going on here, but we're looking at this action right here. To hit the hands together to make noise. What am I doing? I am clapping. He is clapping. So when you go to the theater, or if you see a play by other students, and you want to show, hey, good job, then you clap, right? Good job. So clap for the people. Oh, this is interesting. Are you hungry? Hopefully not like that guy we saw before, but this makes me hungry. You know, I like apples. Probably you like apples too. But we can see something interesting here. We can see many, many green apples, right? There's one red apple. Almost all of something. So almost all the apples are green. One apple is red. We can say also most. Most of the apples are green, but not all of the apples, because there's one apple that's red. And it doesn't matter if it was one or two, maybe two apples are red. We can still say most of the apples are green, because there's still many, many more green apples than there are red. Even if there's one, two, maybe this one's red and this one's red, still, you still have many more green apples, so most of the apples are green. Most. Okay. 15, a very beautiful town. Looks like it's in Europe, and I just said the word. A place larger than a village. A village is chagan, right? Just a few houses together. It's just a small place where people live, you know, a few houses together, maybe, 20 families or something like that. Not very big. A city is huge, like Seoul or Busan, right? Very big. Many people live there. But what's in between? Not as big as Seoul, not as small as a tiny village, but in between, middle size, in the middle, we say it's a town. So a town is a place larger than a village, but smaller than a city. Okay? 16, wow, these kids are having fun, aren't they? To say something in a loud voice. These kids like to, rah, right? What are they doing? They are shouting. To shout. To say something in a loud voice is to shout. Okay, that wraps up the words. Let's take a look at some exercises that we can use to remember these words. Okay, how well do you remember the words? We have 4 words here. What we need to do is write the word next to its meaning. So we have the definitions here, the meanings, and these are the words that we have to write in these blanks to match them with their meanings. The words are disappear, disappear, explain, explain, forever, forever, and evil, evil. Okay. Number 1, to go from sight, to suddenly you can't see it anymore, right? You saw it now, but then you look back, oh, it's gone. It went from your sight. What does that mean? It disappeared. It disappeared. Okay? To disappear. 3, with no end. There's no end. It seems to go on and on and on. There's no end. I don't see any end. It is forever. Forever. Number 3, to make the meaning clear. So you want to make the meaning of something clear. You're going to talk to another person or other people, and you're going to make them understand the meaning of something you are explaining. Please explain this to them. Not explain about. Explain this to them. Just explain. 4, bad, wicked, or harmful. Something that is bad, wicked, or harmful. Of course, we have left evil. Something that is evil. It's bad, it's wicked, or it's harmful. Okay, guess what? Hey, we have another exercise for you. So, in this exercise, we need to write a word from the box under each clue. Clue. It's these are the clues that we have that go with these words. It's not really matching with the definitions because they don't define these words, but it's kind of like a hint or a clue that lets you know what the word is. Let's take a look. The words are, again, we see disappear, disappear. Well, it's a new one now. Gather, gather, forever, forever, demon, demon, and drum, drum. Okay, number 1, I'm bad and scary, right? Remember that picture I saw that I thought, oh, I was very scared at the beginning, but then I realized they aren't real. But what are they? Of course, they are demons, demon. 2, bring them all to one place. You bring something together to one place. And either it could be things like paper, plastic, or it could be people. People all come to one place. What's going on? They're gathering, to gather. Gather, bring all to one place. Bring something or many people to one place. 3, it's gone, so we can't see it, right? You saw it, then you're looking at it, it's gone. Where'd it go? It what? What did it do? It disappeared. To disappear. It disappeared. 4, goes on and on and on forever, okay? I just said the word. Goes on and never stops. What did I say? I said forever, right? Goes on and on, never stops. It's forever. 5, you hit it to make music. You hit something to make music. It's an instrument, right? It is a drum. You hit a drum to make music. It's a musical instrument. It's a drum. Okay, well that wraps it up for the vocabulary section. Hopefully you've learned some new words. We're going to use these words after the break to take a look at a reading passage about eclipses. So come back soon. See you soon.